So how do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I'm still outside on this holiday weekend. Kind of done grilling for now because I've done smoked about everything I had available to smoke this weekend. I smoked a turkey breast, I smoked a ham, smoked some eggs, I smoked some taters. What else I smoked? I don't know, there's something else. Oh, I did some meatballs. I also had some breakfast sausage that I got last year when we bought a whole hog, and I smoked the smoked breakfast sausage. I've got a Jobs, man. I got a problem. There's gonna be an intervention. So anyway, I'd been drinking some lighter summer beers, but I decided I wanted some bourbon. So I had my Rocktown 3-year-old bourbon, 92 proof. At Rocktown Distillery, we believe that whiskey derives its flavor from the place of which it comes from, and our place is Arkansas. We're proud to use Arkansas grown corn and wheat, so it uses wheat as a secondary grain to make our bourbon and to call Arkansas our home. So there we go. Yeah, I am a fan of Rocktown products, as you've heard me before. Now I've got some neat in a Rocktown glass. Actually, I use my Jameson shot glass, which, let me turn that around for you. This is an 1.5 ounce glass. So that's what an 1.5 ounce looks like in a nosing or a Glencairn glass. Comes right up to the bulb. So if you go to places, if they tell you they're giving you 2 shots, it should come over the bulb to about there. So I had my Jameson shot glass there, and now I'm using my Bushmills Rocks glass. In the spirit of a united Ireland. Got a Jameson shot glass. I love this Bushmills glass. It's kind of neat. It's got that bulb shape. I'm using a big square ice cube in there, as you can see. And you can really tell a difference color-wise from rocks to neat. There you go, that big dark caramel to light caramel. So, but, excuse me. Compare the noses, huh? On the rocks, I'm getting a lot of a sweet and smoky caramel to start with a whole lot of vanilla. Rocks, I should say. Neat. I'm not feeling that the sugar's quite as deep, but I'm feeling a lot of dark toffee-like notes, as well as some vanilla in there. Maybe even some dark fruit notes. Who the hell knows, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, nice. This is nice. I love this bourbon. Actually, here's the thing. I'm not going to mention the store I bought it at because I paid I think it was $23.99. I paid $24 for it. But every store I've seen it in before and since has it for about 48 bucks. And the honest truth is, as much as I love Rocktown products, I do a lot, I don't know that I'd pay 50 bucks for this whiskey because there's so many others for that price point I would spend. So I'm thinking somebody made a mistake when they rang this out to me at $24. But it really, in my mind, it ought to be a $30 to $35 whiskey top end. Not that it's not worth it, but again, there are so many $50 whiskeys. I don't know that I'd pay 50 for it, but it really is a nice whiskey. And at 24 bucks, it was an absolute freaking steal. I'm getting some of those, damn it, every time I start a fucking video, my nose started itching. Drives me nuts. I was feeling a lot of sugars on the nose, but I'm not feeling a lot of sweetness on the palate. I am feeling a whole lot of the American White Oak in there. I'm getting bits of vanilla, some caramel. Let that sit just a minute and try some neat here. My Rocktown glass, I got that glass. Let's see. I guess just about 2 years ago? Just about 2 years ago now, yeah. Came in a set. I had the 3 small Rocktown bottles. I had the small bottle of the bourbon, the rye, and the Arkansas smoked whiskey. Oh yeah, this stuff is just gold, man. It really is. Again, a lot of that Missouri white oak. The Glencairn glass I can read when I a lot of that white oak. There is certainly some toffee. I'm not noticing it so much rocks, but drinking it neat, I can get some. I do taste some dark fruit notes. Almost some fig-like notes, to be more specific. And even though this uses wheat as a secondary grain, which allows a softer mouthfeel than rye, I am getting some almost some peppery-like notes in the background, probably coming from the oak. The particular oak that they use, so not wanting this to get too watered down. Let's go to the rocks next. Do it, Tom! Do it, man! It's another neat glass that my wife got at, I think she got this one at DAV as well. Most of my glasses come from DAV, some come from Goodwill outlets. But I would say the better portion of my glassware does come from thrift stores of one kind or another. Like different and unique glasses. Yeah, so as this has absorbed, as I've gotten more meltage, melt off, whatever you'd say in here. I say right now, right where I have this right now with the amount of water that's melted in here, I have it kind of at its sweet spot where it's got just the right amount of coldness, just the right amount of water that's allowed the nose and the flavors to really get in that one, what I call a sweet spot. I'm getting some honey-like sweetness in there. I'm certainly feeling that white oak. I'm getting more than a little vanilla. And whereas on neat, I was getting some dark fruit notes. On the rocks, I'm getting almost peach and apple-like notes accompanying everything else in there. That's how a whiskey can change. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Again, during the summer, I tend to drink on the rocks every now and again. I do like whiskey cold. Some do not. As we approach the colder months, as we get into the fall, I'll drink almost everything neat, as this one is here. Got this bottle a couple months ago. I got about half a bottle in there. Again, I don't knock these back. You know, I don't open them and pound them on a weekend. I have a little bit and I put it away, and I get another bottle at some point. I usually have you know, anywhere between 2 to 5 bottles at any given time, and I just kind of rotate them all. As some of them get down, then I'll just go ahead and finish them. And I think it was last weekend I finished off a bottle of Lord Lieutenant Kinahan's 10-year-old single malt that I got for Christmas. That one lasted me a little over 5 months. No, I guess we'll see. Just shy of 5 months, actually. That's just shy of 5 months. We had that Christmas. I finished off the weekend before. Yeah, just shy of, so right about 5 months. Gonna call man a liar for a week or two. It was right damn close to 5 months, man. Oh, mercy. It's been an interesting weekend here. Weather-wise, I mean, it was warm, and then it rained, and now then yesterday was muggy as all hell. Today it's a little sticky, but it's not quite as uncomfortable as it was yesterday. But I just couldn't stop myself. I mean, I just had the Jones, man. I just kept smoking everything. I just started a fire today. I didn't do a whole lot out here, to be honest with you. I put a little extra smoke on my meatballs that I started yesterday. And then, like I said, I smoked some breakfast sausage this morning as well. It's a good breakfast sausage. We had it was processed at a place in Summersville, Missouri, called Zimmerman's, and they have a nice seasoning. That's their medium sausage that we get. But then I just put it on there and let it smoke, man. Got a little smokiness in there, a little smoky, baby. So anyway, I took it off, and we'll have that for breakfast tomorrow, man. And we finished off. We still got some turkey. Ate some of that turkey I did yesterday for lunch. That was pretty damn tasty. I had some of the ham for breakfast. I think I'm gonna end up taking some of that ham and making some ham salad. But we had had the turkey and some of the smoked potato salad I made yesterday. I smoked the taters and smoked the eggs. I added some peas from our garden that I just blanched. I didn't cook them. I just blanched them. I blanched them and then shucked them, or whatever you call it. Shucked them, or anyway. So, but I put them in there. It gave it some nice texture. I've never liked peas very well, to be honest with you, but I really enjoy the hell out of them out of the garden. I really do. Everything out of the garden is always better. I eat a lot of stuff that we fix in the garden that I don't typically like. Now, if I let too much more water get in this, it's going to water down on me, so I need to finish her up. Because right now, I'm still kind of right in that sweet spot. I'm actually getting more sweetness than I was a little bit earlier when I said I was in the sweet spot. Now I'm really feeling a whole lot of, it feels like a honey and vanilla kind of thing going on, you know? And just a little bit of oak on the outsides, a lot of honey, a lot of vanilla. Again, like I said, I was getting dark fruit here, and even now as this melts even more, I am feeling kind of like a crisp apple. In it, so there you go. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. My thing is just drink the way you want. If you want on the rocks, drink it on the rocks. You want to neat, drink it neat. You don't need to make fun of people unless they're pouring soda pop in it. Then you can make fun of them because, you know, they're not too bright. Make fun of people who are going to put soda pop in a whiskey like this because they're freaking idiots. Oh, I leave people alone if they're going to put soda pop in, you know, a standard fare. If they're having just a regular Jim Beam or Jack Daniels, I'll leave them alone because they probably don't know any better. You know, that's probably how they grew up. You know, they haven't been taught right. But you can't take a whiskey like this and pour soda pop over. That's just, you know, that's just wrong. That'd be like taking a lobster tail and dipping it in ketchup, you know. Take a prime rib and put it in ketchup, you know. I mean, it's just wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong, you know. It's wrong. Now I'm going to get some comments from folks. Tom, that's how we like to drink our Jack Daniels. Well, by golly, drink it that way. I've said this before in a whole bunch of videos. Growing up, my dad drank 3 whiskeys. He drank Jim Beam, he drank Jack Daniels, and he drank Wild Turkey. And all of what he drank depended on how well the times were at the moment. Jim Beam was the regular whiskey, had some money. It was Jack Daniels. Of course, Jack Daniels back then is a whole lot better than it is right now, but that's a whole other video. And when times were really freaking good, he'd have some turkey, baby. And Dad drank it, Dad liked to drink it with some ice with a little water. That's how he drank everything. So there you go. So I'm not going to I wanted to finish that rocks in front of you. I'm not going to This is going to take me a little bit. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this one a little bit, man. It's going to take a minute. So there you go. Hey, so I hope you all are having a nice Memorial Day weekend, as odd as that phrase sounds. You know, of course everybody knows what it's about, but and why we have the celebration. But you know, you shouldn't knock people for enjoying it or having a barbecue. But remember the folks that did what they did and supported our country when they needed to, and for those that lost their lives in doing so. You know, my dad was a World War II veteran, I've mentioned several times. My brother was in the Navy during the Vietnam era, so I certainly have a respect for everybody that did their bit, that served our country. I think every one of them is a hero, and I think it's a shame what some people in politics do to cut their benefits. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm Tommy Bear Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.